No one wanted to give me a chance back then.
You know, I'm so happy right now. You know, it's like having the opportunity to live right now. You know, every single day, you should always like get up and be like, think about something that you're grateful for. You know, you don't want to ever wake up with anger. You want to really control your anger a lot. That's something that like a lot of people don't really say. But the most successful people aren't the angriest. You know, like sometimes when you want to like work hard and stuff like that, you get yourself a little bit angry. You know what I'm saying? Like you push yourself a little angry. I'm gonna be really honest. I've done that for like 2 minutes because for me, I don't know why, I felt a little tired all of a sudden. I slept for around like 6.5, 7 hours, so I didn't sleep, like, I didn't get terrible sleep, but for some reason I was just so down. And I hadn't listened to music for a couple of days, so I just put on a little bit of music just to bump me up a little bit for like 3 minutes, and then that was it. Of course, I shouldn't have done that, but I'm not listening to music for hours. I'm just listening it as a tool to help me out. And of course, that's really all it should be, a tool. It shouldn't be something that you use to escape. A lot of people say like, oh yeah, I use music to escape, I use video games to escape. You never want to escape your reality. You want to like create your reality and make your reality the best possible reality that you can have. You know, it's like, and that's like something that I know. It's like with people that listen to music, they're trying to escape reality. They're not trying to confront reality. You know what I'm saying? Like, and something that I used to do a lot, but I did it not just because of escaping reality, but it was my way of connection almost. Now I have the whole content thing I use for more of my connection there. That gives me my connection, because I'm gonna be really honest, this might sound a little bit weird, but I'm not talking to anybody. I mean, as you get older and stuff like that, it becomes more normal, this type of stuff, like where you don't really talk to anybody you don't really have that much friends. But when you're 19, like I'm living the life of like a 25-year-old would live. Like I'm living like an adult life while I'm 19. So like since 18, since I graduated high school. I graduated high school when I was 17. Since then, I just, you know, stopped talking. I literally, the day after high school was over, I think I went one time to a pretzel factory where my friends had it, and I went there for one day, and I was just like, you know, my natural self, like my happy self, like my carefree self. But after that, I really stopped. I don't think I really I went out like once or twice with one of my friends, and yeah, he doesn't really like me anymore. I don't really know what's up with that. But really, well, I told you, because he was one of my teammates, and I don't really know. It might be in my head, I don't really know, but you give me that little, it's like one of those friends that you should start to really distance yourself when they start really trying to bring you down instead of up. And a lot of people say like, oh yeah, abandon your friends and stuff like that. That's not always the case. You shouldn't really abandon your friends necessarily, especially if they're like, unless they're doing bad stuff. Like for example, they're smoking, they're drinking, they're doing all that type of stuff. That happened to me in high school when I started seeing that, and immediately I just dropped them. Like, all right, I gotta make new friends. And I did it pretty easily, but still, they were just acting like, all of a sudden they started acting like very quiet, like they would like barely talk and everything. And then at the same time, they would do all this bad stuff. I'm like, all right, so these guys are boring and they're doing bad stuff. I'm just gonna stay away from them. So I did that really, and that's all that. But yeah, I don't really talk to, like, I don't message, call. I haven't, for my age range usually, like especially being a college athlete and everything like that, it's maybe a little bit strange the fact that I haven't really talked to anybody, but I don't really care. I'm also thinking right now, I don't think my hair is that bad. I was watching my video yesterday, and my hair looked like really bad. I'm planning on getting a haircut. I was also thinking about getting Taco Bell as well today, but at the same time, there's a lot of stuff going on. I'm not too sure exactly what's going to happen today. I might... Nah. There's two of them. I'm trying to think right now. I might get Taco Bell. No, I'm probably not. I don't know. I'm thinking today maybe I could go back to practice, but at the same time my knee's not. I feel like I need 1 full week of recovery, and then I'll get back to practice. Of course, I don't want to stall that long. I don't want to wait like 10 weeks to go to practice. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to go eventually. So hopefully this some. Oh my god, I'm a little tired all of a sudden. Just think about the air. That's why. hopefully that air wasn't too loud. The heating was on, it was getting my face, so that's making me tired. I'm gonna turn the heating down a little bit. Now it's a little hotter. Before I came in here, it's very cold, but now it's good. But yeah, I'm not too sure exactly the wrestling part, what exactly is gonna happen. I mean, eventually I gotta start, and I'm probably gonna go at nighttime to the night practices. Maybe I probably will go now because yeah, I'm probably gonna have to wrestle at nighttime regardless. It's very complicated, but it helps out the fact that I can wrestle at night. And I'll see about the morning one in February if I can wrestle in the morning. It's really confusing everything right now. This is gonna be my toughest ever season. And you know the thing is about wrestling as well is there's a lot of hardcore audience. You know, like a lot of the people like tough like alpha guys, and like look at my videos like, why is this guy smiling? Why is he laughing? We need to stay serious. Are you just a fan? Why are you laughing? No, I'm like someone that's actually doing the sport, but at the same time, I'm like a lot of people don't understand why would a current college athlete, like I'm not even like I didn't like graduate or anything. Why is a current college athlete doing some recordings and stuff, like doing like daily match reviews? I'm literally doing it just for film. I'm really because like I hate to watch film. It's boring. So I'm like, all right, if I can make if I can like commentate on it, I'll actually be benefiting from doing it and actually building a future. I want to build as well a future, you know what I'm saying? Like I want to secure something for the next 5 years. For the rest of my life, I could realistically just keep doing this and build something off of it. Maybe I could be a commentator. I could do something. I can build such a huge thing off that. No one's doing that, especially a current college. You see sometimes the graduates, they do it, but you never see a current one. No one really reviews like active D1 matches. Like, of course, I'm reviewing all of them, but I'm just going. The reason why I'm able to do all of it is because I use them. I have a way to figure out the best moments in the match pretty quickly. I could figure it out in like 2 minutes. A lot of people had to scroll, and that was the thing back then. You had to watch the whole match in order to find the best moments. But nowadays, you can pretty much just hit one button and you'll find it. A lot of people haven't figured out exactly that yet. I figured it out really early how I do it. It took me a while to figure out how to do it actually, but when I figured it out, it literally changed my entire life. Everything's been going really well since I did that. But yeah, hopefully I can continue doing that. I'm a little tired right now. I mean, hopefully no one else is really competing. I mean, I really took over the lane. I feel like all my match review videos get at least 1K views and they get high watch time. I feel like because a lot of people like my personality in the videos. You know, I'm just my natural self. I don't put on a mask face and be like, oh yeah, oh yeah, what, yeah, oh yeah, what's up, like, or whatever those guys do. I just like natural, or like they're like, and right here, he takes the shot right here and he defends this really, like using a generic coaching voice or acting like a coach. I'm just a normal person that happens to wrestle in college and happens to do everything. And yeah, I don't really ever have an ego or anything. I don't care about any of that stuff. I'm not even focused on being the best. Of course, it might sound a little bad saying that. I'm not focused on being the best wrestler in the country. I'm focused on being the best wrestler that I can possibly be. And trying to push past what I could possibly be. I'm not trying to compare myself and be like, oh yeah, I'm going to be better than the national champ. I want to be better than myself from yesterday. And sure, there's some guy, same thing with everything else. Like, for example, online. Like, for example, let's say, some guy's making 100K a month. And I'm only making, let's say I'm making 12K a month. All right, I want to make sure, instead of competing and trying to be the best there, like getting the 100K, getting over 100K a month and beating that guy, I want to beat my previous month where I made 12K a month, and I want to make 13K now a month and improve there and be the best that I possibly could be. Because right now, you know what I'm saying? Don't ever look at the top. Look at where you are and build from there every single day. If you look at the top, when I started losing my weight, if I viewed like the best wrestler in the country, I'm like, all right, I want to be like him, and I train like him, I would quit in like 2 days, and I wouldn't even make it past like even had like 10 minutes in the workout if I was doing what he was doing, the best wrestler in the country. You know, every single day is about building forward. My first year, when I started losing the weight, it was about losing the weight. I didn't compare myself to any weight transformations. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna lose some weight every single week, which I did. Then when I started wrestling, I'm like, I'm not planning on being the best high school wrestler even on the team. I was actually the worst one on the team the first year. And there were like 40 kids, I think, 50. We didn't have a lot of kids, actually. I mean, that is big for a high school room sometimes, but nowadays we have like over 100 like kids in our high school room, so there's a lot more now. But back then there wasn't really a lot, but because it was a COVID time, and you know, wrestling's a very sport where it's close contact while in COVID, so yeah, a lot of people didn't want to do that. But yeah, every single year was about building. In my 11th grade year, when I placed my first varsity tournament and everything like that, I was never competing about being the best guy on the team. I was trying to be the best that I possibly could be. My senior year, that's when things changed a bit. I wanted to be the best wrestler in the county, and I started comparing myself to everyone else then. And that's when I feel like I stopped loving wrestling. I had a major burnout. I did not want to do it, and that's when I quit, because I'm like, all right, I don't want to do this. And then in college as well, it wasn't like I wanted to. I mean, maybe sometimes I was comparing myself to others a bit, but a lot of the times it was like being the best that I possibly can be. And a lot of times in practice as well, I would get absolutely destroyed. I didn't get a lot of takedowns in college my first year. I really didn't. But trying to be the best that I possibly can be, of course, my teammates were a lot more skilled to me in that last year, and a lot more stronger than me. Nowadays, I'm way more stronger than them, but I had a huge jump this offseason. And I put on like 20 pounds. I put on a total of 30 pounds in total, but right now I'm like only 20 pounds over. I'm like 15 pounds higher than I was last season. So like 13 pounds, but I did put on like over 30 pounds. So put on a ton of muscle there, but I'm gonna go lift right now. Hopefully my knee's better. I drank some baking soda, so I'm expecting to Zercher squat at least 315 this time. I did 295 last time. Hopefully I get 315 for a couple reps and build from there, really. I'm not going to go too heavy this time. Maybe if I get 315 pretty easily, I might go up to 325, maybe. But I don't want to jump it too much. I did get 355 a couple of months ago, but, you know, I'm just jumping back into it. I'm probably not going to do 355 again. I'm probably going to lift and be just 355, I mean 335 for like 5-6 reps. Try to be a little careful. I don't want to go too heavy anymore. It's a little risky. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'll let you know how it goes on the way back. Alright, so I'm gonna be really honest right now. I did not record a single thing in the gym. And why is that? Because the setup was different. You know, I actually had to, it was a little weird, the whole setup, like the way I had the Zercher squat, but you know, I couldn't actually like Zercher squat in like the actual rack thing. Like you had to like back up, like I don't know exactly how to explain it, but like, you know how like there's a rack and then like right, like I don't even know how to explain it. Basically, I had to walk like in the middle of the open. Like there was, I just had to walk back and just do the Zercher squat there. That's probably a very bad explanation, but the point is, pretend like it's like the middle of the gym. I just did a Zercher squat like that, for example. That's what I did basically. So I couldn't really record while doing it, but I did it pretty well. Like I let me actually figure out a way to properly word this. I don't know why I'm wording this so badly right now. Basically, the rack, you know what's that thing called that holds the bar? The bar. Basically, I couldn't record, right? I couldn't record. I mean, I could have, but I would be recording the whole gym, and I didn't want to do that. I don't want to get anyone on video, so I didn't do that. But yeah, anyways, I had to back up, and there was no like safety racks or anything, so I couldn't like go to failure or anything like that, or risk anything. So the first set I did 325, which is really good. I'm coming back from an injury, so my highest ever I did was 355 for 3 reps. But this, I would arguably say, was like even better, almost a little bit, sorta, because this is the first time I did 325. Last week I did 275, but this time when I did 325, I paused at the bottom for like a second, and I exploded up. So I feel like I was in full control, and I felt really good. The first set didn't go completely to failure. It was like a little shy of failure. The only reason why I didn't go to failure, or was even gonna try to even like get an extra rep, was because of the whole bar situation. Where if I failed, there was nothing to save me. Like I couldn't even re-rack it because how far the distance was. Like I had to walk to re-rack the thing. That's how bad the setup was for me today. Because I don't know what was going on. So yeah, I had to do it from there. And anyways, I hate the fact that I can't explain this. I don't know why I'm doing so bad with explaining this right now. About the Zercher squat situation, but the point was I couldn't record it, and The first set, I did 325 for 3 reps. I paused at bottom, had full control, and it was really good. This is this is my second time doing Zercher squats since my injury. So yeah, I'm happy that I did one time. I did like 320. I did one time 320 for 2 reps, and then I tried to re-rack it, and then like the whole thing like fell. Like I tried to re-rack it, I failed to re-rack, and then like the thing like went up, and like the whole it was. I'll explain it. Let me explain it. So I did 2 reps, and then I tried to run back to try to get into the rack. I missed the rack, and the bar like fell, and then like it like made a loud noise, and all the plates like fell off. Like the whole gym looked at me. I didn't care, but still, yeah. But anyways, this time, yeah, I paused the bottom. That was really good. The fact that I was able to pause at bottom, it had full control. It didn't even feel that heavy for me, which is I'm really happy about that, because now I was worried. I'm like, oh my god, how long does it take to get my Zercher squat strength back? So realistically, I could probably do 345 next time. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna do 335 next time, and still do pause at bottom. I only rested 3 minutes between the sets. When I do heavy sets like dumbbell bench and shoulder press, I rest 5 minutes. Do I? For dumbbells, I do it. I'm not sure about shoulder press. Maybe. But I'll see. Maybe I should rest 5 minutes or 3 minutes. It really depends. The point is, I don't want to rest 5 minutes and do heavy Zercher squats like 355 again and barely be able to do it. But that time I like jumped up weight really fast. I think that was why it was so like heavy. I mean, it didn't even feel that bad for my back. I don't understand. Like it looks so bad, but the thing is, my lower back is strong, so I can deal with it. Like I strengthen my lower back, so it's not like destroying my spine. But at the same time, I don't want to hurt my spine and make sure like I can't walk forever. Because when I did that Zercher hold thing, I couldn't even walk like the next day. I'm like, oh my god, I'm scared. You know what I'm saying? You gotta protect your back as well. You know what I'm saying? And something I saw as well was this video of a guy being like master of none. That was a caption. And it was him doing all this type of stuff like running, boxing, lifting, a ton of stuff. But he wasn't a master of anything. But he was good. He was doing everything. He was enjoying his life. And I feel like that's the ultimate goal. That's what you want to get to at the end point. Doing all that. And that's what a lot of wrestlers actually do. Something like that. Like when they run, they lift, they do all that stuff. For me, I have to really focus on my lifting right now, because I have a ton of lifting. Like I haven't lifted for a long time. And I still am growing really fast. See right now, I just came back from an injury and I'm able to Zercher squat 325. Very nice. So I'm very happy about that. That's a lot of weight, you know what I'm saying? For me as well, like when I do it, I'm like, oh, it's whatever. But like if I saw somebody Zercher squatting, like even just squatting, I get a little like, you know, competitive. Like maybe I'm too competitive. You seen that video of like the Mbappe saying maybe I'm too competitive. Sometimes in the life I'm too. I didn't see anything that's funny about that. I mean, he's just speaking. They're just making fun of his voice, you know. They asked him like, "Oh, who's your favorite LeBron? Who's your favorite basketball player?" He's like, "LeBron James, of course." He's like, "Who's your favorite basketball team?" "Of Lakers." And he's like, "Who do you think's gonna win the conference or whatever it was?" And he's like, "Of course, I'm gonna say Lakers." That was funny. Some of his stuff, and one time when a guy stepped on his foot, he's like, man, that's my foot, man. That was funny, but I didn't see this sometimes in the life on Twitter. I didn't see that funny. But yeah, I'm happy about that. I did farmer carries. This is the first time I actually did like distance in a long time. I haven't done distance in a long time, and I probably should be getting back to that. When I mean like distance for like 4 sets, I haven't done like more than 2 sets of farmer carries in like April. That is so bad to say. No, I don't think it was April, because I remember I think I used to do 2 heavy sets and then 2 fast sets or something like that. But no, I think it was maybe September was the last time I did more than 2 sets of Zercher farmer carries. Oh my god. Yeah, I did that 4 sets today fast. I did 20 yards, and I did that for 280 pounds. So that was really good, the fact that I was able to get that. So I'm just going to keep it at that distance. It's more about speed more than the weight. I don't care about how much weight I'm doing. I mean, 280 is good doing it that much, but as long as I'm getting the speed and everything, that's all that really matters. And yeah, that was pretty nice. I mean, afterwards I did the leg curls, no, leg extensions first. I had that, and I did 195 for 12 reps, and I did 3 sets, 1 minute rest. And then I did leg curls. I added an extra rep. I didn't do extra weight. I only did 70 pounds again, but I added 13 reps instead of 12. I would normally do 12, but I did 13 because leg curls are harder to grow the weight. It's like, you know, because I've gotten to such a high point now. Leg extensions, I could probably do way more than 195. I'm gonna be really honest. I'm just getting back to the swing of things and doing that 1 minute rest. I was able to do before literally last season. I was able to, towards the end, I was able to do like 230 for like 8 reps, something like that, 240, something like that. I'm not too sure exactly what it was. I think it was like 225 or 220. I'm not too sure exactly the number, but I was able to do a lot. And yeah, I want to go to this. I might want to lift at nighttime sometimes. Maybe I'm gonna start rotating the times as the season gets in. When I get more into practicing and stuff like that, I might sometimes lift at nighttime. Because when I was lifting at nighttime, that was mad fun. Oh my god! I would eat dinner, then take a cold shower. I used to do every single time. I used to do this. I don't do this anymore. I used to get up like 6:30. I used to lift really early in the morning. I mean, I probably should get back to that. The only issue is I stay up late every single night editing videos and stuff like that. So I'm always up to like 12, 20, something like that, editing videos and stuff like that. So yeah, I used to wake up in the morning, 6 o'clock in the morning. I take a cold shower and lift because the cold showers get you focused and everything. I used to do it all the time, but now I don't need that anymore. I felt like when I would take cold showers back then, my lift numbers would actually go higher because I'm more focused and more like you know, locked in. But nowadays I feel like I can just come in, just do it, wake up in the morning, get into the gym in 5 minutes, just get a little warm up in it. I can lift perfectly fine. But yeah, that was fun. Like eating dinner, then taking a cold shower, and then going to the gym. There was old gym I used to go to. I don't go there anymore because they don't have a lot of the equipment. That they're more of a traditional gym, not traditional gym. They're still the same like gym like name, but they don't have as much equipment, and they don't have the space. I feel like this gym over here is probably one of the best gyms on Long Island, and it's so good that the fact is that it's literally like right next. It's like 8 minutes away from my house, so that's pretty sick. Of course, the only issue is the recording, but I don't really know what I'm gonna do with this long form. I probably am gonna keep this and maybe make this more of a wrestling thing, and then in a couple of years focus on the gym thing part of that. The only reason why I added the strongest 197 pounder thing is because I wanted to focus on lifting and build a future. But at the same time, now I have the commentary account. I feel like I can do. Where I review the matches, and I feel like I can make a lot off that. Like I can do really well there. They're doing really well, all of them. These videos now are doing good now as well. I got a video that got like over 60 views, so that was pretty sick. That's my highest views again. I'm doing pretty well here again now. It's okay. I got the thumbnail now. I had a good description. Have a good thumbnail, and I think that's all that really matters now. And yeah, and then the commentary, the commentating over the matches, those ones get like over like hundreds of views every single time. Some of them, if it flops, if the video flops, it gets at least 50 views or like a couple of views. But they always get likes. They get a lot of likes because I'm really a personality, to be honest. But yeah, I mean, I think sometimes in the life I'm doing that. Oh my god, you know. But yeah, I'm happy the long form videos are doing well. Hopefully these can build, because I really enjoyed these ones the most actually. But I don't think I'm going to be driving that much this semester to college regardless. So I might go to practice, stuff like that, but I don't think I'm going too much anymore. So you won't be seeing hour-long videos anymore. They don't really do well, the hour-long videos. When I was posting them, they weren't even doing well. They were barely getting any views. So I was driving an hour there, talking for an hour, and no one was, it probably is never going to get any views, let's be really honest. So that's why it messes with my head a little bit, because like I feel like the whole semester when I did all that stuff, it just went to waste. I was enjoying talking the entire time, but it's like I feel like the whole semester just went to waste. But that's it right now. Happy about my lift right now. Just recovering right now. Still, my knee's getting better. Everything's getting better. I'm really happy now. And yeah, that's really that.